There we go. I got somebody up here that I think we could have a model. Let's set your contact her. You know Crystal Rachel?
I might have to see
You've
if
probably
I
seen her, but she's like an osteopath therapist. Yeah. So cool. I think she's good. All right, brother man. So tell me, you know the drill. If it starts to go too hard or not hard enough, once we get rolling. When's the last time you got work done? Tied you?
Yeah. I had a full session with Candace.
Oh, cool.
She's working for Jenny, the Healing Soul.
All right.
And she had taken her barefoot basics. So I had a full 90-minute ashi with her. It was interesting to feel.
How was that with the ashi?
It was good. Like, it's going to take Candace a little while to learn how to use her feet to develop real sensitivity. But it was nice because it feels like a big, deep Swedish. Because I'm used to using my feet. I'm not used to using oil.
Oil with your feet.
So like making your feet like conform to their body structures and stuff.
I started doing that a little bit on some of the mat sessions. Some people still like the feel of oil and things like that. So sometimes those long pressure strokes help. I've had a lot of ashi too in the past, man. A lot of ashi from a lot of different people. Some are really good, but like you said, it takes that foot development, sensitivity.
Yeah. Yeah, there's so much going on. I just try to do a little bit each day. Like, I can get overwhelmed if I sit back and look at all the projects. But I just keep going, okay, make a to-do list, prioritize, and just do a little bit. Like, even getting together with you to shoot video.
Right.
If we shoot 2 or 3 videos, it's like, if you release those over the course of 3 weeks, that's almost a month worth of new uploads.
A little bit adds up over time.
See, this sort of stuff, like you're working on my left arm, but you're standing on the right. That stuff is so hard to convey to therapists. Because, like, why does this feel so much better?
Man.
Because if you just worked on this arm, like, I feel like, I don't know. I can't even explain. Like, I've had to do this recently. I started thinking about it. Because people, as we grow, we're getting more haters. And I have to sit back and go, man, fundamentally, I don't think they understand what you're doing. Like, they see something in a minute-long video they don't like, but they don't have any context for what's going on. Like, the only reason you have a table over there is so you can demonstrate, make it look like what you do is massage. Like, they don't have any context for what's going on. And that's where I use video to continually try to educate and build. Because I can't see any way of, like, I can't verbally describe it so that they get it. They got to see photos and videos for years.
And you got to receive it, really. You have to receive it. It's something that you have to receive. It looks good. I mean, for me, it didn't all click in until I received a session to see how it all kind of went in together.
Does my shoulder blade seem like it's stuck, like it doesn't lift off my...
It's getting there, but I mean, it'll take a little bit of time. I find that this downward pressure and the rotation, that pops it up.
Yeah.
Like in jiu-jitsu, it's like we would call it like a kimura.
Yeah.
It's a way to dislocate the shoulder, and if you get it on somebody, you can crank and crank and crank, but it's because you don't have the right rotation and angle. So that rotation of like that motion emotion, I think, is what really makes the difference, and not just that downward pressure.
Yeah. Like, I think about it, and I'm getting better over time, but like teachers in school, my parents, a lot of people, they always just like had this attitude like, what's wrong with you? Why don't you follow the rules? Why don't you just go to school and get a degree and work in a cubicle like everybody else? And over time, I noticed the same thing. Like, as we grow, you know, we put out more video content than I see any other educator doing. And I work out of my garage. But people are sort of haters. They're kind of frustrated by your success, the level which you're, you know, putting out information, acting like what you do is normal, you know. But when you care less what people think, like, I just don't understand how any entrepreneur, anybody who did anything different, like, if they had listened to the crowd, they'd never do anything.
They would never do anything. You're exactly right.
It's like I don't know. It's a different role in society, and when you, and here's the thing. It's not like I don't hear haters' voices. That's not it. It's just I consider that they have a very limited perspective. It's like it's like, yeah, you hear that, but you don't stop what you're doing. It's like you'll silence all that stuff when they see how effective it is. I always go back to that, and I'm like, man, why do people get so angry at what I do? I don't get it. And then I go, okay, do your clients like it? They go, yes, they're getting better. And I go, do your students like it? And I go, yes, they're getting better. Do the people who study with you online get it? And they're like, yeah, they're growing like extremely rapidly. You can't believe we're only charging $7. And I'm like, then don't worry about everybody else. They don't know what they're talking about. As we say, they're all up in the Kool-Aid and don't even know the flavor.
Usually people that are hating aren't really doing anything themselves. Spending too much time hating.
Gets to a point where if people aren't complaining about what I'm doing, I feel like it's not growing fast enough. I mean, how annoying must it be to like dislike somebody and see their stuff grow and they make money?
I guess it's only distasteful if they're taking your stuff and doing it. But that's not the case, though, in anything. You know, even most people don't hate on that. Most people just hate because they perceive it as something that's not with the norm. I guess most of us have a kind of an idea of what massage is supposed to look like.
That's what we're really fighting. It's the cultural context.
What it's supposed to look like.
Uh-oh.
What's up?
Get the big breezy. Let me get up and get that real quick.
The big breezy.
Yeah, the door closes and the airflow, you hear it?
Yeah, that's the, I see.
He's like,
I thought you were like, oh, that's the ghost that comes in here. And closes the door. It's like, he was named the ghost Big Breezy. What do we got? We're looking good right there. What does that even say? 11 minutes in here? Pressure right there. You're good.
yeah, it's good. Ooh. I mean, when I look at it and think about students, if students came in, like I go into a class and teach a single day table based thing, and they like it, they really like all the stuff I'm showing them. If they came in and got a full session with me and I just worked on them, their general impression is they're just like, dude, I don't even understand what you just did. What, like, your sessions are, oh my God, your sessions are 3 hours long? Like, it's so different than what people think of as mainstream massage. I think they're having a hard time, like, mentally processing it.
What is it about? What is the old way of massage that they're thinking of?
Table,
What is the
crane, glide, and
Yeah,
nudity.
You know, we've seen that, but what is it about? Sometimes nudity is not bad. Why is nudity bad?
I'm not saying that nudity is bad. I'm saying if the person is clothed, they don't think it's massage.
Because you're not going to use oil then.
Yeah.
So is there anything, I mean, like you found out with Ashiatsu, is there anything wrong with the oil-based massage?
No, there's an open place in the marketplace for that. It's just not what I choose to do because I focus on chronic pain management.
So using oil, you don't focus, if one uses oil, it's not usually...
No, I don't think that's the case. It's just I think that massage therapists get caught in a cultural box and they're not thinking outside of it. It's like it's not a debate over nudity or oil or any of that. Table, it's not really a debate. It's just
I've changed some of the core pieces enough that they don't recognize it as what they were taught in school. The other part is when it comes to marketing and sales, they're like, I don't understand. How do I sell this? This isn't what I was taught to do at school. This isn't, they're like, if I do what you just did to a client,
they'll come back over and over again.
Well, you and I know that. They'll clamor at the door like, let me in, let me in. But it's not the package they're used to selling.
And in a way, it's still the same package. It's still the same package. You don't have to. I found out you don't have to sell it differently. I found out that they don't. After somebody has come to a table session, I can easily like, hey, I'm gonna do something a little different so we can work on your arm a little bit better. Okay, that's all they say. All right, I'm willing to try it. I've trusted you already. You know, your skill is already good. So at the beginning, I was like, how do I sell it? How do I sell it? Because I was thinking of it as something different than... this is the thing. I was thinking of it something different than massage. To me, massage therapy is all of the above. Sometimes it is, nudity. Sometimes it is clothes on. Sometimes it is with oil. Sometimes it's not. But the underlining thing is restoration in some form or fashion. Whether it's healing, a muscle that's not working properly, or, you have your mom that's working and taking care of the kids and things like that, Sometimes they just are super tense. They don't have anything specific, but their whole body just needs to be, relaxed. So that's it. To me, I get the money anywhere I can. But it's all, to me, it was always under massage. To me, there was massage and there was foo-foo massage. I think that's how it was explained to me. Ooh, this wrist right here, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Get in there, you can feel it. Alright, man, I'm gonna have you do some magic spells with your fingers, brother. Yeah, there you go. Cast some spells. Give me a little bit of rotation while you do that. Yeah, keep moving your fingers and casting spells, but... there we are.
It's more about conception than it is the body work itself. If you took people all across America and said, hey, are you in pain? And you gave them a session of what we're doing, they'd go, oh my God, this is amazing. But the preconceived notions and how they're packaging it is where some of the challenges come in. The therapists also don't want to do the work of building the business, and the work of building the business is also working on brand.
So that's where I get confused when you say that. Are therapists coming into the, as massage therapists just wanting to work for somebody?
Yes. Now, they want all the money, but they don't want to do all the business work. So what they do is they compromise and they let somebody else do that because, running a business is complicated. Let's just have somebody else do that so I can just show up and do the massage and go home.
I guess I can understand that. Oh, well, not understand, but yeah, I
can
see that. I can see that view.
What I don't like is they don't like working for somebody else, but they won't build the business themselves. Mm-hmm. That's what I get frustrated with. Like, people hear me, I talk a lot of shit about massage envy on camera, and people are like, man, you talk trash about massage envy all the time. I'm like, no, I'm trying to get massage envy's attention. And they're like, what? I'm like, I want massage envy to open Thai massage envy. Like, I want them to hire me. I'm not fighting Swedish and deep tissue, or the mainstream industry. I'm just casting out a wide net trying to find these students who want to do something different. That's all. After you do this, I'll restart the camera.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second, brother. I'm gonna have you open up your fingers nice and wide for me. There you go. And now turn your palm towards you. Yeah, there you go. And then back. Ooh. Change positions. There we are, right in here. Shake your fingers like that. Yeah. Alright, now nice and easy. Ooh. Elbow there.
Yeah. All that right there is just tender. Ooh, God. Can you press the red button on the camera?
Yeah.
On top. Come right back.
I'll leave that spot right there, brother.
So you'll press a button. If you look at the screen, you see the numbers rolling?
Yep.
Yeah, just press a button. It'll stop.